Ways Becky Lynch can return to WWE after missing the Royal Rumble. The 2025 WWE Royal Rumble took place last night, and it was quite the spectacle. The event featured 4 major matches, and while the winners of some led to mixed reactions online, there is no doubt that all 4 bouts delivered, both Royal Rumble matches had some big surprises for fans to enjoy. For the men's Royal Rumble match, the major shock was the return of AJ Styles, and fans were excited to see him. Additionally, Hendry from TNA Wrestling competed in the match. For the women's Royal Rumble match, there was a healthy dose of surprises as legends and NXT stars like Roxanne Perez, Lash Legend, Vaquer, and Giulia all joined the bout. Additionally, Bliss, Nikki Bella, and Trish Stratus all made their returns. However, one name that was notably absent was Becky Lynch. Many fans expected the man to appear, but it never happened. That said, there are several big ways she could still return to World Wrestling Entertainment Television. This article will look at 4 key ways Big Time Becks can make her comeback. Below are 4 ways Becky Lynch can return to WWE after missing the Royal Rumble. Number 4. She could kick off WWE Raw tonight. WWE Monday Night Raw will air later tonight on Netflix. It's been about a month since the Red brand joined the streaming platform, and there have been plenty of exciting moments. Another one could take place tonight. As Raw begins, Becky Lynch's theme music might blast through the arena speakers. The man could kick off Monday Night Raw with her WWE return, which would surely set the show ablaze and leave fans buzzing from there. Becky could deliver a promo revealing her return and goals. This could also feature the man taking shots at Liv Morgan, since it was Morgan and Dirty Dom who caused Big Time Becks to lose the Women's World Championship. Number 3. The man could help Lyra Valkyria with Ivy Nile. Becky Lynch isn't someone who has many allies. Ever since her friendship with Charlotte Flair fell apart, the man tends to handle business on her own in WWE. The clear exception to this is her husband Seth Rollins, but even then, they mostly handle their business separately. With that being said, Becky does have one close ally on WWE Monday Night Raw, Lyra Valkyria. The Women's Intercontinental Champion is a mentee of Becky's, and the two have been close for a long time. Lyra is currently in a feud with Ivy Nile. In fact, the American-made star even eliminated Lyra from the Women's Royal Rumble match. In an upcoming episode of Raw, Ivy could hurt or injure Valkyria, putting her in a precarious position. From there, Becky could return and save her mentee. This would firmly establish their on-screen relationship for fans. Number 2. Becky Lynch could challenge Charlotte Flair for her world title shot. Charlotte Flair is an uber-successful WWE star. She is a 2-time NXT Women's Champion and a former Women's Tag Team Champion. More impressively, Flair is a 14-time World Champion. While Becky Lynch did not return in the Women's Royal Rumble match as many WWE fans anticipated, Charlotte Flair did. In fact, the Queen won the 30-woman bout by eliminating Roxanne Perez last, thereby earning a title shot at WrestleMania. In what could be a major shift in WrestleMania plans, Becky might return to confront Flair. More specifically, she could challenge Charlotte to put her WrestleMania title shot on the line. They might clash on Raw, SmackDown, or even Elimination Chamber. Becky could end up stealing the Queen's moment. She could return as part of the Women's Elimination Chamber match. WWE's next premium live event is Elimination Chamber. The big show will air on Saturday, March 1st, 2025, live from the Rogers Centre in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. This big stadium holds a lot of people, so the card needs to be stacked. Fans know of 2 matches scheduled for the card. As is now customary, WWE will offer both a men's Elimination Chamber match and a women's Elimination Chamber match. Notably, John Cena has already been added to the men's bout simply because of his legacy. Becky Lynch has had a historic career in wrestling and could end up being given the same grace. The man's return might happen at the Elimination Chamber as part of the 6-woman match. Although she may not need to qualify, Big Time Becks will still have to be on her A game to come back in such a dangerous setting. 5 reasons why WWE didn't bring back Becky Lynch at Royal Rumble 2025. Becky Lynch was highly anticipated to make an entry in the WWE Women's Royal Rumble match this year. The match kicked off the Royal Rumble Premium Live event and garnered a lot of attention around the world. until Nikki Bella's music popped up at number 30 in the match. Many in the WWE Universe expected Becky Lynch to come out. However, things didn't go that way. Let's check out the potential reasons Lynch didn't make her return during the match. Number 5. WWE doesn't have any plans for Becky Lynch. The man's return to the company is now awaited by millions of fans. With WrestleMania on the horizon, WWE might need Lynch to add a marquee match to the card, making the show even bigger than it is already anticipated to be, while rumors of Lynch's return have been circulating on the internet for a long time now. The man continues to make the fans wait. One potential reason for her absence could be no creative direction for the star right after her return. With every top star already engaged in massive feuds, the company might not have figured out a way to incorporate Lynch into the storylines. Becky Lynch was not in town. Royal Rumble emanated from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana, and multiple superstars and legends who were expected to make a return are already present at the location. However, as per reports from Fightful Select, the man was not in town for the show. While the reason for her absence is not stated, it is clear that WWE never intended for the star to make her return during the Women's Royal Rumble match. Number 3. WWE might be saving her return for Netflix. With WWE keeping a lot of massive moments and matches in place for Netflix, the man's return could be another one. Raw has already featured some of the biggest moments and storylines on the show since its debut on Netflix, and the former women's champion returning could add to the list. That WWE clearly wants to keep its relations with Netflix very good, and keeping them happy with some headlines that end up grabbing a lot of attention could be the best way to do so. Number 2. WWE might not want Becky Lynch to lose her first match after returning. The Women's Royal Rumble match featured some incredible performances from the likes of Roxanne Perez, Bayley, Io Sky, and Liv Morgan. However, a returning Charlotte Flair punched her ticket to WrestleMania 41 with her victory in the match. That if Big Time Becks had also returned during the match, WWE could not have had both women win. With the company wanting to build momentum for both stars following their massive returns, it makes sense for WWE to feature only one of them in the Rumble. This could be the reason the company pushed Lynch's return to a later date and allowed Flair to book her match for WrestleMania. Number 1. Becky Lynch could be busy with non-WWE projects. Becky Lynch has been quite active in non-WWE business since her last appearance in the company. Her book's release kicked off her busy schedule, which has remained packed until now. While Lynch will clearly return to the squared circle very soon, she could have been busy with other projects lately. In addition to that, there has been uncertainty over her contract status with the company. This could be another reason why Lynch was not among the 30 women who entered the Royal Rumble match. With the road to WrestleMania officially kicked off, it will be interesting to see how WWE books Lynch's return ahead of the show of shows. Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins, WWE stars who signed under Adventure Media for their management. This signing marks another huge chapter in their budding careers. This announcement comes right after the record-making Netflix debut of WWE Monday Night Raw, with an astounding viewership of 4.9 million, of which Seth Rollins was one of the main eventers. As reported by Deadline, this famous pro wrestling couple has been married since 2021. They're sitting on close to 30 million social media followers from across the globe, both inside and outside the ring, making major advancements outside of wrestling. WWE star Becky Lynch, real name Rebecca Quinn, has snagged 2 acting roles. She was cast for Netflix's Happy Gilmore 2 and the Paramount Plus show Star Trek: Starfleet Academy. The more she establishes herself in Hollywood, the more it shows how versatile she is besides the wrestling ring. This year, Lynch's autobiography, Becky Lynch, The Man, Not Your Average Girl, made the New York Times bestsellers list. The book received accolades for its bold writing style, candid anecdotes, and personal insights into her journey from a struggling wrestler to one of WWE's most significant stars.